Start streaming. Go live. Hey guys. I'm waiting for Facebook to tell me that we're actually live. Woohoo, we're live. Hi guys. I know it's kind of late. My day just kept going and going and going and going. Do you guys have days like that? But I wanted to pop on and talk with you guys about a couple things. And I figured we could craft and talk at the same time. So pop in, say hello. Get my phone set up there so I can see any comments. So I wanted to show you. Look at this cute little card. Oh my gosh. It's not going to focus. But we're going to make this cute little card while we're chatting. So let's get started. First of all, what are we going to use? We are using the Happiness Lives Here paper packet. It is one of the brand new paper packets that came available January 1st. And it... Where did I just put it? Let me just show you. I do have, that's not the right book. I don't have it. I left it in the other room. Oh my gosh. Okay. I put up a post yesterday about it, showing you all of the fun stuff to go with that paper pack. So you have the paper pack with the stickers. You have the workshop, the scrapbooking workshop, the card making workshop, 2 coordinating stamps, one for card making that has dies, one for scrapbooking that does not have dies, and then of course you have the coordinating cardstock, the coordinating embellishments, and the coordinating Picture My Life cards, the PML cards. So this bunny, I love this bunny. So this bunny is retired, but you can still actually get him, or her, whatever. You can still get the bunny online in my shop. So, while it's not necessarily in the book right now, you can still get it. So, you want to make sure to do that before they're gone, because these things are adorable. So let's go over what we're going to use. So we used this stitched scallop brackets. We used this small one. And I have all my pieces pre-cut to make this a little bit faster for you. Hello, Shannon. I just got done shopping with you, Shannon. And then I made sure that at least 3 more people are going to see you right away, because your face is the first thing they're going to see. And then we're going to use this whole Latte Love, a stamp set that Shannon would love if she was a stamper. But I know she'll love my cards. So we're using the dies and the stamps for the coffee cup and the heart, and that's all we're using on this one. And then look at these adorable little bunnies. So cute. And look, the moon has a nightcap. It's adorable. All right, so we're going to use this little bunny and, of course, the matching die set, or the die piece. And then this stamp, also retired, but also still available. We're using it for the Just Say Hello. And, but there's some gorgeous things. And let me just pull this one out. I know I'm not using most of it, but look at this piece right here. Look at how gorgeous this is. Right? You can color it whatever color. I actually have a card set available in my shop. It's already done, ready to go. And it uses this whole stamp set, and all the flowers are colored and various different sentiments and whatever. So, there is that. And then we are going to use a journal pen. We are going to use the pale pink and the brown gray markers, and then a little bit of a blending pen. We did also use the heart from, I did say that, from the coffee set. All right. And of course, glue and a bone folder, some thin foam tape, and we are going to use some raspberry ink, some Intense Black ink. That's what we're using. All right, now we can get started. So let's move all these things out of the way for the moment. Oh, let me show you the inside because this thing is super cute. Look at that. Love, 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 love. All right, stamping. So like I said, all the pieces are pre-cut and ready for us to go. So let's start with our inside so that can, well, let's start with the bunny first because we need to color him. So I have all my stamps on my blocks already, and we're using the Intense Black ink because that is the ink that you can use if you are going to use markers or watercolors or anything like that. So I do have this bunny cut a couple different times, and I'll show you why. I'm only going to stamp one. I'm only going to need one stamped. So we'll set him aside. And then we're only going to stamp one of our 2 coffee mugs. Trying to be quick, but not too quick. And when we start putting things together, then I'll tell you about the other stuff that is gonna start happening. Hello, Rachel. Thanks for stopping in. We're making this super cute, adorable bunny card. I was thinking of Shannon actually when I made it, as I usually do when I think coffee cards, which is kind of funny. All right, then we have a strip of White Daisy cardstock, and it's just any old length because we're going to trim it. Just saying hello. All right, and then I didn't do it on this one, but I wanted to, and I forgot. So now I'm going to do it really quick here. Hello, Danielle. All right, so we're going to take our raspberry ink and our heart, and I'm actually going to stamp a couple because I don't know where exactly this is going to fall. And I want to make sure that I have enough hearts. All right, so that is almost everything for the front. We are going to take our paprika and we're going to stamp on the back side of it because I didn't grab any scratch paper. And we're going to grab our coffee cup, and we can ink the whole thing, but we don't need to because we're just going to use the cup part, not the lid part. And we're going to try and get as many flowers as we can on here. Oh, here we go. Just like that. All right, awesome. And it doesn't matter how the lid's stamped because, like I said, we're going to cut that. And then the inside of our card, I'll open that so you guys can see that too. We are going to stamp our little bunny guy again. He just reminds me of Thumper. I could color him all gray, but then our video would not be very quick, so we're not going to do that. All right, so we are done with our black ink and our raspberry ink. I need to bring, here, we'll stamp off on our paprika again. All right, so we're going to do some multi-generation stamping. Actually, we're not stamping off. So we're just going to stamp, lift, rotate, and just work our way up our card. So kind of like the bubbles from cartoons past, right? I feel like I'm talking on speed right now, so I apologize to anybody who might be like, wait, slow down. And Danielle's like, yes, this is my speed. All right, so first things first, we are going to glue our white piece to our paprika piece. Glue. And this one is just going to be straight down. So this is the Close to My Heart tape runner. It's super easy to use. If you have used the whiteout runners, then you can do this no problem at all. Just a little bit of pressure there, and I push on the back just in case my ink isn't quite dry yet and I don't smudge it everywhere. Danielle's asking, how well do I like the tape runner? I do like it, actually. It glides really, really nicely. It's nice. It's a perfect little, it's not too big, it's not too small. And it really does glide just as easily as the whiteout. I could see it in my head, but the words were not there. All right. So then we're going to layer on our strip. So our large piece has a frame all the way around it. Our strip, we're going to put it right about 1/3 of the way up from the bottom. Okay, so next, just to make things easy, let's glue in our inside. And then our inside will be done. It won't be naked, it'll be an extra little surprise for whoever gets the card, because they're not going to be expecting anything on the inside of their card. All right, and I did say that I was going to talk about what's upcoming. So I'm starting a couple challenges this year. It doesn't have anything to do with weight or making myself a better person or anything like that. It is all about cards. All right, we're going to do a little banner trim on both of these pieces. We're going to cut in the middle and then in from either corner to the top of that slit that we just cut. So this challenge, in case you couldn't guess, was going to be all about cards. So this card I designed using 2 different challenge blogs as inspiration. So one is the Heart to Heart blog, and if you guys have seen my blog posts and my Facebook posts and such before, I am on the design team for Heart to Heart, and what it is it just is every 2 weeks, we're changing it up a little bit with the new year. There is going to be a challenge posted on that blog, and you have until the end of the month to play with that challenge, to play along with that challenge, right? And it's super fun. There's some great creative ideas, and there's no hard, fast rules. Like it's a suggestion. You can follow it super strict, or you can say, well, this kind of qualifies. As you've seen in the past, I kind of sometimes fall into that, well, I can make this work. I can say this is how this works. All right, so I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm going to wrap these pieces around to the back side. Oh, I almost just messed up a little bit. All right. I almost just bent over my sentiment. Gotta fix that. Can't have that. All right. So as I was saying, so 2 challenges, Heart to Heart, which you've seen me post about if you follow my blog or my Facebook. And then the other one, which I have done in the past, but I've not done anytime recently, is the Jugs challenge. It's just us girls. And I don't know that it's just girls that play along with it, but that's the name of the blog. And their challenge this week is the word hello. They want you to use the word hello on your project. And so we have hello on our project, and the heart-to-heart challenge this week was out with the old, in with the new. And so that's where Mr. Little Bunny here comes into play. He is old, the sentiment is old, and the coffee cup and the papers are new. All right, so we are not quite done yet. So we're going to wait on this piece. Let's cut out our coffee cup. So each week I am going to have a video for you on Tuesday, hopefully a little bit earlier next week, but we'll see how that goes. And then I will have at least 2 challenges for you to grab an idea from. You don't have to use that challenge. And then play along, make at least 2 cards. So you can do the exact same card using different papers. You can do multiple different cards, whatever. I was going to stop as if I was done. Everybody needs thank you cards. Everybody needs birthday cards, right? And so you can totally build up a stash and have them ready for when you need them. And if you're watching this and you aren't a crafter, you probably know a crafter like me since you're watching this. Support your crafter friends, buy their stuff that they're selling. I know I have pre-made cards. I know that my friend Danielle has pre-made cards in a shop. Mine aren't in a shop. Not that you could go into a shop that would have them right now in this area anyway. But, support your friends. Support small business. Buy something that's made by an artist that you know. I mean, all artists have friends, right? Da Vinci, Van Gogh, everybody. All right, so I am just taking my journal pen and I am just outlining the edge of my stamp here where I cut. And I'm just doing this to kind of hide the white core of this paper. It's very thin, it's very fine, so it's a little bit of finagling. Now you can use an alcohol marker to do this, however that will spread quicker, so you will have a fatter line. Remember when we were in school and you would put the marker down, especially the ones that you would press down when you did that, the metallic ones, but you would push it down and you hold it and it would spread. That still happens. Even if you aren't pressing and holding it down, but when you just do a quick swipe, it still spreads a little bit. All right, I need to take a drink. Okay, so let's color Mr. Bunny first. Next, not first. So I am going to do 3 layers with the light. So I'm going to color the entire of his ear with the lightest. I'm going to do about halfway with the middle and just the tiniest little bit at the inner ear with the dark. And then I'm going to come back with the light and I'm going to go over the whole thing. So it's super quick and easy, right? Especially since it's a small space. And this just gives the tiniest bit of depth to the inside of his ear. Not that you guys can probably see at all what I just did. All right, then I am going to have both of these handy at the same time. So this is the older pen. It is still Spectrum Noir. It is still a blender pen. So it has the same solution inside that the newer pens have. But I wanted to use this one up first. All right, so let me show you this one really quick, see if it'll focus. So you can see there under his arm, at the bottom of his feet, and just under his chin, there's just the tiniest bit of gray. Right, that's where the shadows are going to be. If he's looking up, there's probably light coming down. Maybe the coffee's glowing, who knows. All right, so we're only going to use the light. We're not going to use anything else. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay just a little bit of that color down, and then we're instantly going to take our blending pen and we're going to blend that. All right, so I'm just going to make quick little marks, almost dot-like. And then I'm going to take my pen. I'm just going to flick. And not that you can see because I don't have a close-up camera yet. It's a goal. If you were to see it right now, it kind of looks like it's got water on it. Because it's not water, but you know, they kind of look the same. And it'll dry and evaporate. All right, then we're just going to flick up just a little bit. And sometimes they're a little bit more difficult to take off than other times. And you do kind of want to cap them each time. Just so they don't dry out. It is alcohol, so they're going to dry up faster than a water marker would. All right, then we're going to come back with our pink, our light, and we're just going to make a tiny little dot on his cheek. All right, see if I can show you that. So we have a tiny little dot there. And then we're going to swirl with our blender pen. All right, and I'm going to show you, it doesn't look great yet. You can see it kind of looks almost gray around it, and that's the solution, and it'll dry out some. All right, so we're done with those pieces. Let's glue our coffee cup together. So we are going to glue these two together, and it just is going to give a sturdier base for our coffee cup. And there's no like super secret anything for this. It just literally is putting on some glue, lining it up, and then pressing it first with your fingers so that it's all lined up and pressed together. And then you're going to take your bone folder and you're going to give it a press and a little bit of a rub. All right, so let's let that dry a smidge. And then this part is not going to make any sense yet, but so we have our three bunnies, right? We're going to chop the toes off of two of our bunnies. I know it sounds terrible, but I'm going to show you why here in just a minute. Once we get it all put together, or as we're putting it all together. All right, and then with our bunnies, we're going to do the same thing. We are going to glue them together. So ideally, you glue one layer, well, two layers together, and you let them sit to dry for just a few moments. And then, so you want to go back and forth with what you're doing. So if you're doing multiple, even more bunnies, so say I had another two, I would want to do those two and then come back to this one. All right, so setting bunny aside, bringing back our coffee cup, and just going to glue that on. I just thought it looked so cute with the flowers. I was going to put the coffee cozy on it too, and then I just didn't want to cover up the flowers. All right, and give it a press. All right, so our coffee cup is done. I move this down just a smidge. So if I wanted to, I could come in with a pen and put a mark on there. I'm not going to, because knowing my luck, I would mess it up. And I don't want to mess that up. All right, coming back with our bunny, our toeless, our two toeless bunnies, and our toeful bunny. And I just kind of hold on to it in some spots where there's some definition. I'm not sure if that's the right word. But to make sure things are lined up. You know, there's some points where you're like, okay, yeah. You know, if I hold here and here, that should make it line up. All right. Now on to our last pieces. So we are going to glue down our bracket, but before we do that, we kind of want to have an idea of how everything is going to lie. So you see why I did extra stamping there? All right. So let's glue on our heart first. I guess I could have waited to do that until I got the bracket piece on, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna glue, use some tape runner for our bracket shape. Gonna make sure that this is lined up as best as possible, left and right. And a little bit of glue spill out there. Let it dry. All right. So we're going to put some thin foam tape on our guys here. And maybe I kept this roll out here specifically so I could show you guys a trick, but I may not be able to. I may not use enough. That's not something that's usually said by me. All right, so we're not going to cover up our no toes. There's a space there for a reason. Well, here we go. All right. So, if you're like me at all, you get to this point, right? You can see that there's a whole nother ring of tape, but sometimes, I don't know what this one's going to do. Sometimes the tape will come off and it will peel off a bit of the cardboard layer. And I know I want to be as frugal as possible with my crafting supplies, especially when it comes to glue. All right, so let's see if we can make it do this. There we go. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. Sometimes it just pops right out. So I have tape that has the backing on one side, so it's no longer sticky on both sides because it's stuck to the cardboard. We can still use this. All you're going to do is you're going to cut off whatever size you need, right? You're going to put that on, the sticky side onto your project, and then when you go to, once you've revealed the rest of it, just put a dab of glue right there, or you can use those pieces for the center where you don't need to glue them again. All right, so let's peel off these backings. So I wanted the toes to be cut off just a smidge because I wanted, as you can see in this one maybe, hopefully you can see in that one, that the bunny's toes are overlapping the very bottom of the coffee cup. And if all three layers had toes, then it would create a weird lip. And I wanted to avoid that. So we cut off the toes for the ones that were underneath, so it's just one layer. And it fits super nice and snug right there, just like that. Right? So our toes fit on top. So that's why we did 3 layers of bunnies, but only 2 layers of coffee. So that played into it. We cut off the toes of the 2 bunnies so that it would then fit on top perfectly. So we now have 2 super cute little bunny cards. me, I would love for you to write in the comments which one you like better. Do you like the one with the added stamped hearts or without? The insides are essentially the same. Oh, I didn't color this guy. All right, so while you're telling me, I'm just going to do super quick coloring, just like on the front. And yeah, you guys let me know which one. I should have done this before I glued it on. I didn't think about this. Good thing I'm just coloring light, because alcohol markers like to seep through to other layers, depending on how much ink you have, how much ink you're using. Right side. I'm pretending my markers are ninja stars or something. My hand keeps wanting to take off the dark side of that pen. And while the dark side has cookies, that's not what we're here for today. All right, I knew this was going to happen. So if your pen does this, okay, do not glue it back together. Don't do that. Just push it back together all the way. And you should, if you wiggle it just a smidge, be able to get it out. Regular, please. And of course, this one is going to be difficult and not show what I want to show you. Okay, normally it's not that hard. All right, but so get your cap off. This will come out partly also, okay? And then you just push it back in. Okay, and I forgot to do, oh gosh. I was so busy talking earlier that I didn't do the gray on his ears too. All right, so I'll do it on this guy, and then I'll go back and do it on the front. See, I forgot. All right, so I didn't show you once it got dry, but I wanted to show you here really quick, if it'll focus. Am I too close? There we go. See his little cheek? It's a little bit faded because we did the blender pen on top of it. So, there are our two cute little bunny cards. I think they are adorable. So, if you have any questions, let me know. These were inspired by a card I saw on Pinterest. I don't remember the sizes. I can tell you the background piece is 4 by 5 1/4. This piece, I believe, is an inch. Inch and a half. Nope, it's an inch. Let's see. I don't remember. I could probably measure for you, but that's it. That's the card for tonight. So, join in on the challenge. I will put up an album on my Facebook page. I'll put up a post, and you guys can respond to the post with your creations, just to say, hey, I made this. So not only do I want you to make them, I want you to send them or gift them. I know different areas of the country have different, well, all the countries have different levels of social distancing happening right now. And so you may not be able to see the person that you want to give it to. So send it in the mail. I know that's overwhelmed right now too. But yeah, people love getting happy mail. Nobody likes always getting bills. Send some happy mail. Send some happy mail. Let me help you. So, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you made it to the end of the video. Let me know what you think and which one you prefer, with the hearts or without the hearts. And I will see you guys next week with another card challenge, and sooner than that for some other fun things. So, thanks so much. Talk to you guys later. Bye.